So I'm Carl Schroeder, Senior Copywriter, here with Sam Linen, Digital Services Director, and we're here to talk about our in-house production, Metro Recycling Hotline Garage. And Sam was also the director on this spot and editor. Sam.
When after the spot got approved, sort of the first thing I started looking at was just to make sure we sold this idea of it being one moment, and trying to make it not look like we just cut away. And
Right, so instead of just having this jump cut where the stuff's all of a sudden gone, we wanted to have it all happen within this one magical moment as though it's all real time.
A message from Metro, your regional government.
we did one with a tire that was kind of funny, and then we did one with a ball, which is what's etched in the spot now. And it sort of helps to span the moment, make it feel like it was all one thing. Other than that, also tried to figure out what's going to be the easiest way to shoot this thing, so we can do it efficiently and then have a lot of options in post. So we ended up shooting it as a bunch of different layers, a bunch of different elements that we combined in later. And we also did some cleanup on the house just to make it feel kind of just the way we want it to be.
All right, so Sam, so a couple of things that we ran into was, the lighting change on us throughout the day. That was kind of a big one. And then just trying to pull off the ball trick ended up being a little more complicated than we thought it would be.
Yeah, we originally thought it was going to be cloudy during the day, so we actually didn't quite have enough light for sun, so we ended up having to brighten up some of the stuff inside there. And then Jay, the art director, had this idea that to make it a little more picturesque, so we added some grass, and in the upper left there we added these trees to provide a little more motion and also block off part of the house there.
Right, we added some tree shadow down on the pavement there, so it's not just blasting at us, and just add a little more depth.
And yeah, that ball, we originally had thought maybe we might just try to do it all as one shot, choreograph the whole thing, but we realized without having a ton of people there, it was going to be a little more complicated to do it all in one shot, and we'd rather just fix it in post. So what we ended up doing is shooting it as a separate piece, and then compositing it on top of that closing door. And you can see all the different little bits where we added that ball as a completely separate shot in later on.
Right, so it's actually hitting those objects in there, but it's not part of the same shot that we ended up using as our hero.
Yeah, and you can see the ski there that actually drove the whole thing, and we tried to find different things that would actually make it seem sort of realistic about how it actually started. And here you can see that ball was not actually in that shot with the door closed, and we had to add that in afterwards.
So what was that we just saw?
Part of that was just cleaning up some of the ground. There was, normal pavement gets some dirt, and we wanted to just get that cleaned up. Here you see the after. This is, the doors opening back up here, and we knew between the morning to the night or the afternoon, the light was going to change a lot. So we wanted to do that separately and just punch that in after the shot, so we were able to mask it all off.
Yeah, so now we're zooming back out, and another cool thing about adding the trees in and removing that light is the new layer. There's actually wind blowing through the trees now, just nice little subtle touches that we were able to include. And this, I think, it turned out to be a nice spot.
Yeah, not bad for in-house.
All right, thanks for bearing with us on our first behind-the-scenes look, and hopefully this will be part of a series that we'll be able to bring to the blog in the future.
If you have stuff that needs recycling, call the experts at Metro's Recycling Hotline. They'll help you get it sorted out in no time. A message from Metro, your regional government.